Hi, we're at the TEDx in Leicester, and it's been an incredible day with so many brilliant speakers, and just blown away by their message, what they've got to say, and very lucky to have another speaker with me again. So, but I will let him introduce himself, and also if you could just tell everybody a little bit about you and what your talk was about.
Of course. Well, my name is Marc Wileman. The talk was all about testing beats talent. My company, we're dedicated to making science awesome for 1 million kids. So we are that company that makes slime, launch rockets, build catapults and blow stuff up all around sunny England to make science fun for primary school children at kids' parties and in primary school. But today what I was talking about is testing beats talent, how you can use a scientific approach to testing things to accomplish whatever you're after in life, to make your dent in the universe without relying on any particular form of talent, because I do not consider myself to be a talented person and get very angry when nice people say that I am.
We won't make you angry though, definitely not. Throughout today there's been a different message for each speaker, and what we're asking speakers is, what are you hoping that people will take away today about your talk? What takeaway message are you hoping that you have shared with the audience?
I'm really just hoping that I've provided a framework of some ideas. So what everyone's goal, everyone who watches something like this or comes along is going to be passionate about something. They're going to have something where they want to make their mark, they want to make their dent. And what I'm hoping I've done is shared a method that actually works. So it doesn't rely on willpower, it doesn't rely on having some form of extreme talent or being super motivated, because all those things for all of us, they kind of come and go. Like I have days where I've got super high motivation and low motivation, and you feel really talented at one thing and then you're maybe not so talented at something else. But by relying on a more sort of rational, scientific, practical basis, hopefully people will be able to apply that framework and get great results at whatever they're most passionate about.
Wow, that's a really good answer. One of the questions I want to ask you is, you've been really successful at your career, what you've done, and also where you're going in the future. What tips would you give to other people who are maybe just starting to venture out or just starting to think about their business and their life, and if they're in the creative industry, what would you give them as a tip to go forward with?
I guess one thing to always bear in mind as that guy that's like on stage or doing all this cool stuff, which is genuinely humbling and brilliant, but never to be intimidated by that. Like, everyone starts somewhere. I started off with a £1,750 loan from the Printers Trust out of my parents' spare room with a bunch of boxes. No business experience in 2008 in the worst economy pretty much ever, I think. And yeah, had no particular talent, no experience, no contacts and no possessions. So not a terribly good start objectively, but by just applying a lot of passion, a lot of effort, a lot of enthusiasm, and hopefully making some intelligent calls along the way. And the other thing would be patience, in that's doing that every day for 8 years has gone from that to a national company and reaching 500,000 kids. Sometimes I think it's easy to see that snapshot of this speaker on stage and kind of think that they started off there. And I just want to be like, I definitely didn't start off with anything even vaguely resembling anything impressive, and just through compounded effort upon effort, hopefully I've done some stuff that people think is pretty cool.
Well, I know for a fact that people think you're really cool, and that you've done so much as well. So, but one of the things is also about, how would you say we can get more people involved in the TEDx event next year? How would you encourage more people to come along to TEDxLeicester next year?
I kind of think it's going to take care of itself. Today's event has been genuinely brilliant. Like, TEDx is obviously super new here in Leicester. To have a venue like Curve, I mean, it's an incredible venue. The speakers, the lineup, the choir, the performances. When you put it all together, I think it is genuinely amazing what's been brought together. Obviously I've been like 0.1% of that effort at best, but when you look at the whole thing and how good it is and all these people that have come along today and the way the reaction's been from everyone in the city, I just think it's going to be a thing that builds, and literally every year will get bigger and better, and hopefully that's the case because we can spread more good positive vibes with some awesome folks.
That's a brilliant answer. Also, what else would you like to see happening in Leicester for young people getting involved in science, to encourage more people in science? What would you like to see happening?
I thought you were going to ask me generally. I was going to say Leicester to win the league again, to be honest. Back-to-back titles, maybe the Champions League, but perhaps not. I think the only slight frustration I have is that there's so many really awesome experiments kids can do with stuff they've already got for free at home and learn fun science stuff that's safe, accessible, delivered online, Like, I spend loads of my life doing that for free just to try and be cool and help out, and I just kind of wish everyone took advantage of that. I know obviously you can't get everyone, but as many kids as possible. I'd like kids to just have a go. You know, I think children particularly, they've got that natural curiosity. They want to know how things work, and I think we need to explore that by letting them, you know, build their own rocket, build their own volcano, make their own batch of slime, not kind of sit them down with equations when they're 5 years old, you know?
And what would be your favourite quote? What quote, if you had any, has got you through the tough times?
Reality is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. And who is it? Well, sure, yeah, we'll Google that. I'm gonna say Twain, maybe. Twain or Einstein. 2 guesses.
I think mine is imagination is more important than knowledge, Albert Einstein, because you've got to have the imagination, and you've definitely got it, and you've been successful at that. So it's been a pleasure talking to you today, listening to you, and I look forward to finding out more about you in the future. So thanks for your time today.
Thank you so much.
It's been brilliant.